Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Bobby.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Just a bit too hot in Italy. Now it's warm. It's very warm.
Oh, it's nice and warm. Yeah, it's warm here too. Warm here this week, which is nice. We had last week. It was almost fall in New Jersey. It was like 60 degrees, and it was really like hinting of fall. And I was like not ready to let go of summer. But now we have a heat wave coming, so I guess I got my wish. I'm
Okay.
going to share my screen. So today I just thought we'd start off with the presentation, if that's okay with you, Gianluca, and see where we are.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the presentation is Wednesday night. A couple things that I have to talk about. One, this call is being recorded, and two, we have to abide by the antitrust policy, which is, hold on, going to be displayed on our screen in a second.
Okay.
Any idea how much oh, there it goes. Okay, share. Oh, wrong one. Share this one, which is displayed on our screen right now. So today we're going to go over the presentation that we're going to give to the community on Wednesday. David Boswell was very happy that I reached out to put it in the Hyperledger Developers Newsweek letter. And Gianluca, if you want, I think you did something with the blog. You sent in a blog. Is that correct?
Yeah. I submitted short review to, I think the name is, she replied to me, Emily. Emily Fisher replied to me, and she said that she suggests to us to write a blog after the meetup.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
And before we begin, I'm also going to mention that, after this project is over, we want to keep the momentum going. And I was talking to one of my connections in the industry, and he's running an incubator with a company, and he's very interested in possibly putting our project in that incubator, offering help with us getting this started as a project for us to move forward, whether we want to, figure out a name, Nexus, or move on or whatever. So he's going to attend the meeting at 7 p.m. And then I sent him a link to the GitHub repository. He is going to, after our meetup, sit on it for the weekend, and he's going to join our Monday call. Not this Monday, but next Monday, even though it's Labor Day. For us in the US, we, don't really care that much for Labor Day. It's a picnic in the afternoon, so we can still work in the morning. We'll have him on the call Monday, and that might really move this out of a foundational open source idea into an actual viable business plan and project for us. And again, everybody's welcome to join. I like the more the merrier. I think more opinions are better. So if we get moving with this, everybody, we're not leaving anybody out, or whoever wants to join us can join us. So I'm going to share my screen again for the antitrust policy. This is the only slide. Oh, I did it again. Wrong screen. Okay. So right now, this is where the project stands. Let me just go here. So we're looking at down here. We're looking at this right now. So where it stands, we're going to find out, because we're going to do the presentation right now. So I'm going to start. I do suggest this, and I don't know how the group feels, but when I like to see a presentation, like the 15 minutes before it starts, I like everybody to have their camera on, introducing themselves. You should change your Zoom to put either speaker or presenter, so that people know that you're like the leadership team on this presentation. And then When it comes time for like my stuff, you can stay on screen or off screen. When I'm not talking in a presentation, I close my camera down. So I will be on camera for the first 10 minutes, and then whoever speaks next, hold on a second. I got to dog management for a second. Sorry about that. So whoever, like when it's your turn to talk, it's good to be on camera. You don't have to be, but it makes the presentation a little bit more personal. And again, I find it distracting to be on camera when you're not the speaker. So if everybody agrees with that, if you want to leave your camera on the whole time, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm just too self-conscious for that. Like somebody's looking at me. So I turn my camera off if I am not the speaker. So if you want to, let's look at the chat and give a thumbs up if you like that. I mean, the participant list. If you like that idea, give a thumbs up. I'm going to do that right now if I can figure out how. Reactions. Where's my reaction? I'm having trouble figuring out how. Okay, well, anyway, I give it a thumbs up. So if you want to do that where you're tuning, oh, people are putting in the chat. That's perfect too. So when you're speaking, please take your camera off. When you're not speaking, just turn it off. So on and off, whatever. Okay, so we're going to go through this now. You don't have to be finished, but this is a good spot for us to figure out where we are with the presentation for Wednesday. David Boswell also suggested that we do an alternate time for the rest of the global community. And if you want, we can do something next week, just do the presentation again at a different time, and we can announce that at the meetup. So I'm going to add a slide for announcing the Decentralized Trust Linux Foundation and how that's going to incorporate Hyperledger, just to get the community aware of it. And I think maybe I'll announce if we decide to do another presentation for the rest of the global community. We don't have to decide today, but if we decide before the presentation, I will make that announcement as well. I'll kind of do a replay announcement and then I'll send them the link. So again, that was David's suggestion so that more people around the globe can be involved. So let's get right into it. So here is the presentation. I'll put the link in the chat if everybody doesn't have it. You don't have to have your slides on here right now. If you have them, that's great. If you're still working on them, that's great. We just have to get it together, hopefully by all together in one presentation by tomorrow. And then we put that on the wiki page so that it's up there. And then during the presentation, I will run the slideshow. David will run the Zoom room. So he'll be broadcasting it to YouTube. He'll be broadcasting it to our, well, the YouTube channel, and he'll be recording it for, to put on the wiki page. So that's David's role. And I will try to support any of your slides so that like when you introduce yourself, I will try to have, if you put in the chat today, your LinkedIn profile, I'll shoot that when you're introducing yourself in the chat so that you can say, and my LinkedIn profile's in the chat, and it will be. So I can get that as the slide manager. I can do that and put anything else if you need it in the chat during your slide section. Just let me know, send it to me. I have an open Word document where I drop the links in the chat. So it doesn't matter to me how many links I'm dropping. It's just a matter of making sure they're correct. Okay, so the presentation will start at 1:15. This will be the screen that's on when people are coming in. When we start the presentation, this is the welcome screen. I kind of like made it look, I don't know when we want to talk about the fact that this is open source and you can copy it and call your company whatever you want. We're going to call it ourselves Nexus. I don't think I'm going to go there during this presentation. I'm just going to say, you know, this is what we envision like the interface to look like, where you can just ask questions conveniently on any device that you so choose. So I'll say, welcome to the Hyperledger Lab. This is the AI FAQ. we're trying to create an open source project that assists people with vetted information for their community to ask questions and to get intelligent answers. We're using cutting edge AI protocols, and we're combining them in a revolutionary way to get a personalized way for you to interact with your data. And then I'm going to fix this up. So it's the antitrust policy. And I'm going to just talk about the Linux Foundation and how they sponsor the Hyperledger Foundation. I don't know how I'm going to do this one, but and that we are a lab under there. We're looking for supporting companies to help join this as maintainers of this project, where you can help us develop the code and the user interfaces, and so that you can use this in your enterprise solutions. And then again, you have to show the code of or the antitrust policy. And then I'm going to say, so today we're going to talk a little bit about, so that one slide, I want to do all the information about Hyperledger and maybe lead into this decentralized trust slide. But I don't want to confuse people too much. So I might put the decentralized trust slide way at the end, like as an announcement before you go, which I think I'm going to do. So then when we get here, I'm just going to really briefly say, today we're going to touch on what we've been building and why. We're going to give you a live demonstration as if you are an end user. We're going to then take a little deeper dive into the technical requirements behind our platform. And then we're going to show you from a developer's perspective how to hook this up for your own information. We're going to have a Q&A after that, and then we're going to really network and get some social media links. We're going to ask you for your LinkedIn profiles, because we're going to, send out a newsletter, and we'd like to, put it right in your LinkedIn inbox to keep you up to date as to what we're doing. I'm going to drop a link right in here for the to join the meetup, and I think I'm going to do a Discord link too, if anybody's interested in the project that way. So this is where I would put the links. And that's basically, and then I'm going to say, and then we have a great team today. Again, I am one of the mentors on this project. I've been with Hyperledger Community for since its inception, working with their documentation and their education department, and moving forward, looking at this as a incubated Hyperledger or decentralized trust project. And then I'd like to introduce you to Gianluca. And then here, I guess, is where we, everybody takes a moment to just, say hello and give that elevator pitch that we don't, because there's so many of us, there's not really room to type anything else on this slide. So I'm going to have everyone say it. So let's practice. I'm going to go to Gianluca, and then Gianluca, you can either hand it off to Arunima, or she can just go when you're finished. And then we're going to probably do it. So it would go Gianluca, Arunima, Jairam, Shrey. I'm so bad with names and I apologize. Anshika, Jacqueline, and Sir Patrick. And then Sir Patrick, after he introduces himself, will take it to his slide. Whether this is it or he's got other ones, I'm not sure, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm done, and I'm going to hand it over to Gianluca.
Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, this is a best idea to introduction this time. I'm Gianluca Capuzzi, a software engineer, and I was a mentee in the previous edition of Hyperledger mentorship program. So this is my journey started the previous edition, and now I'm mentor in this edition, and also a maintainer of the project. And I'm interested in AI. I am an AI enthusiast. Sorry, and the idea is to build this AI chatbot which replies to questions related to a specific context. Today we will show a system which replies to questions related to Hyperledger Fabric, but we can also change context using different documentation, for example. Thank you.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Arnima Chaudhary, and Last year, I was a mentee for 6 months with the Hyperledger Documentation Task Force, and that's when this amazing project started. And from then, I have been associated with this project and this team. So I really love working here, and have this for this cohort, I am also mentor. So that's about me. I think next we have Jaira. So over to you. Just to make sure, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
and that
sure.
was wonderful. And we're just waiting for J-Ram. I don't know if he has the ability to speak today. Oh,
I think today he's
oh, he's
not
in a
in the
noisy
call.
environment. That's fine. That's fine. We'll, hopefully be able to, when you get to your section on this slide, be able to follow through with you in the chat if it's too noisy for you to speak out loud. That's fine. So J-Ram, you would go now, you would introduce yourself, and then you would hand it off to Shreya. So we're going to go right to Shreya. Who's not here today? Okay. And there was a question into how to get, somebody missed the meeting and wanted to know how to get their name on the slides. We were handing out roles for the slides, and these people, the individuals who are on the slide stepped up to present something. We would love to have you be a leadership role in the next slide, Silky. But for right now, we'll put you on as an understudy. And if somebody says they can't make the meeting, we'll pop your picture in and you'll do that section of the presentation for them. So I apologize that you didn't get on a speaking role on this one. We also do have the second one coming up, and maybe we can, put you on that one. So don't give up on us. We're going to get you in to present before this is over. Don't worry. So moving along, we'll go right to Shreya. Or she's not here, right? That's right. So we'll go to Anshika.
Greetings to everyone. Am I audible?
You're audible, but very, very low.
Greetings to everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, it is better, but still you are very low. So if you could bring your mic closer, it would help.
Could you please repeat? I was not able to listen you.
I said you're audible, but the voice is very low. So if you could bring your mic
Sure, sure.
closer, yeah.
Would it be fine?
Yes, this is good.
Okay. Greetings to everyone. I'm Anshika Vasish. I'm working as a AI FAQ mentee on the Hyperledger AI FAQ project implementation and prototype deployment. And it's a wonderful journey to work on this project with some such amazing mentors, and looking forward for meaningful contributions on the business as well as development side as well. Thank you. Over to Jacqueline.
Everyone. Thank you for taking the time to attend our presentation. My name is Jacqueline. I'm also an AI FAQ mentee on this project, and I'm currently a master's student at University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. Now I'm gonna pass it to Sir Patrick.
Greetings to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello guys. My name is Supratik Mundal, and I am from India. Yeah, I am also a mentee in the AI FAQ project, and I'm a contributor and also looking for the development part of this project, handling the backend stuff. Thank you. Hello, ma'am. Should I take on to the next slide, like the next part, the introduction?
I'll do that automatically when you're finished presenting yourself during the presentation, so you
Okay,
wouldn't have to
okay,
ask.
okay, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, so welcome to the Hyperledger Labs conversational AI project. We are pioneering an open source initiative to develop a cutting edge conversational AI tool designed to simplify and enhance the way users access information. Our goal is to create a chatbot that is capable of efficiently answering your questions related to the specific context, minimizing the need to navigate through the extensive documentation. Yeah, who's our targeted audience? Our targeted audience are those who are developers, technical teams, organization and companies, researchers, and end users. And our system employs the retrieval augment generation technique to significantly improve the accuracy and relevance of the responses by integrating knowledge from an external vector database. This process involves two main workflows, that is data ingestions, where we load context documents and build the vector database from source like online guides and wiki pages, and the chat workflow, which allows the system to respond the user queries. Currently, we use the open source Hugging Face model and are exploring some other open source models. Thank you.
That was excellent. I do have a question about the slides. Are these supposed to be linked, or should I drop the link in the chat?
Okay,
Like
so I
they
got it.
look like they're hyperlinks, but when you do a slideshow.
Okay, the idea, yeah, is to click the link because it's part of the README on GitHub repo, and he can also explain, I don't know, the schema and the architecture. He has more documentation to read and talk if he wants. Yeah, for example,
So
I
during
prefer.
the presentation, am I going out of a PowerPoint and into a live GitHub repo? Because I really suggest not to do that, because it will probably bomb our presentation getting back and forth. I'd rather just put the points you're making in a slide. So can I take like this? Let me just see if I can do this.
Can I like make some extra slide where I can show all this and schema and all those architecture where I can explain them? Can I make some one, two slides more?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
very
So,
faint. I really didn't hear all what you said. Can you turn your volume up or come closer to the mic?
Hello, ma'am. Now I am audible. A
Yes.
little louder. Yeah, ma'am. I was telling about that. If I can like add one or two more slides where I can show all the schemas and all those that was Gianluca was talking, that would
Okay,
be.
I have a question. Can I offer my help in doing a slide? So like I would say, no, this is just going to be really, 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 really fast. So give me a little bit of.
okay, we can also do another things. I mean, we can add extra slides with, I don't know, this image. Yeah, just, oh, sorry. You can also, with the right click of the mouse, you can copy the image.
Oh, I know, no, but I was going to try to see if I could build it.
Okay, okay.
I don't even know how to put a new slide. So like this.
Yeah, ma'am,
This is the first piece that you do, and then I'm going to go over here. This is like very, very.
Yeah, I also have
rudimental, but we can build it kind of where, you can take the different pieces. I can, copy it right now. Somehow in PowerPoint, I'm not, that good with the Google Drives, but. You can do it this way too, where you put, I'm sorry for the,
Yeah, ma'am.
you might have to make it clearer for the PowerPoint. Let me see how it shows in the. Oh, that's not bad at all. Oh, that's good. Okay.
yeah, it's
So
good.
you could do that, but I would suggest, and again, if I was in PowerPoint, I'd be able to do this really quick, but I'm going to try to do this. Insert an image. Where would there be an image? A shape. We'll go for shape. An arrow. You can always use animations. And when you're speaking of a certain part of this diagram, you can go that way. I'm not going to do this for you. I'm just going to give you the example. Read your
Got it.
info.
Got it.
And then if you want to just keep, put an arrow to every point you're talking to and just leave this slide up, so that you and I would probably need to practice this one time so that I know when to click so that we can do this. Okay, animate
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, that is it.
object.
No, actually,
Something like that. Hold on a second. I apologize. Where it comes in like that. Any thoughts on that?
and it's okay. Yeah, it's fine.
So I agree to add extra slide. Yeah, we can also have the link, but the link can help the user to access to documentation, but also to add some extra slide with the schema or some notes which help us during the talk. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Okay. But
Well, background, we can add some notes related to background. This background, it's I think the introduction in README file on GitHub repo. Yeah, it can help Socratic in the talk. Okay. Yeah, maybe the nice copy of that, but it's probably we don't hear you. Sorry.
Is that kind of the idea you were looking at?
Yes, yes, sure. Thank you.
And I can clean this up a little bit. And so, Patrick, when you're doing your presentation, do you want me to go to this slide when you're on the main goals? Because I can do that too. You know, you can say today we're talking about the main goals of the project. We're going to go over some functionality and the Hyperledger integration. First, we're going to do this was the main goals, and then we can always insert a page for the functionalities, which is kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of stuck here. Anybody have any ideas?
Yeah, in my opinion, can I do the same on my part to show my idea? Okay, thank you. Try to share my screen. Okay, that one. I can also have the YouTube link for people that want to check the YouTube video after the call, and also the feedback form link. But I can copy that slide. No, not copy, but yeah, duplicate the slide. And here, this is in my opinion. Yeah, I have to explain that how each user can test the system. In that case, we can show that part, which is installation. So I can, I don't know, copy that image and paste here.
That makes so much more sense. So you want to do the technical stuff. So let's go back to here. So you just want this to be where Sir Patrick does it is just a basic introduction to what's going on. And you want that stuff more in here, correct?
Yes, like I can start here with Signa click and also add some note and also duplicate that slide again and add another image here to copy paste the code or get the code from GitHub and so on. I can also use part of this text for my to explain that part.
Mhm.
You know, and also, yeah, I mean, nice copy of that here. Yeah, this from the code from GitHub. So copy paste the code or get the GitHub copy of repo, and then blah blah blah. I don't know. Open the terminal, get the documentation, and so create very quick. Yeah, I don't know, 10 slides with step by step. In my case, step by step, how to test the system. So install on cloud, get the documentation, ingest, so create the knowledge base, and then execute the API. This is my opinion.
Would you like to do that live so that you share your screen and you could, so my thing is if I'm doing the presentation, I don't like to get off the presentation during a meetup because it always fails after that. But I can stop sharing and you can share your screen if you'd like to actually show them live, or if you think a PowerPoint slide would be better.
Yeah, okay, yeah, both, we can do both, but yeah, I need just at least 20 or 25 minutes because
That's
there are
fine.
some. Yeah, okay, we can do live, and also yeah, we can also have the GitHub, the YouTube link. I can also create step by step by slides, but at the same time during the meetup I can share my screen and can do live. Yes, sure.
Perfect. And then, yeah,
Okay.
and then I'll drop the link to the YouTube while you're doing it, to say, don't worry about, trying to, have this on paper. We'll supply, a YouTube link that shows you everything he's doing. So just pay attention and follow along, kind of thing.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
say it a little nicer than that.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, sure. In that case, all people can do that, because I have the YouTube and the step by step, and also check live the
Yeah,
process. how
so
to.
I think what I'm gonna do is I will put a Word document together with all the links. And then we can, when we go, I think we need another dress rehearsal, maybe Wednesday morning, or Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning. And then when we actually are doing the presentation, I'm looking at your screen in the YouTube hands-on guide, because it's a different font and underlined is hard for me to read. And again, I really would like to just keep the linking in the chat and the text on the slides to be all the same color or consistent, because then it's distracting, because people think they can click on their link in the PowerPoint presentation and they can't. They have to go to the chat. So again, we'll talk about changing this so that it's the YouTube hands-on guide isn't a link in the PowerPoint, if that's okay with everybody, because it doesn't matter. If we're not clicking and going away from the presentation, it really doesn't matter if there's links on the slide, because they can't click them live.
Yeah, okay. My idea is to. Sorry.
I watched your video. It was fabulous. I don't know where it is, but it's open somewhere.
Yeah, well, what we can do live, we can try to do live, and also I can do after this call. I try to in, I don't know, 1 hour to create some slides, 10 slides with the step-by-step process, how to install the system.
Okay,
and
perfect.
blah,
That's
blah.
a lot of work. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Before the end of this, before the end of your morning, which is my afternoon, I finished the 10 slides, so we can we have time to check them out. And but during the meetup, we can show in live demonstration how to set up the system. If we have an issue in any way, we have also the live video and also the step-by-step slides.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
So going back, if you could go back up to Sir Patrick's slide, so we can keep this like a little consistent in the testing.
Yeah, Sir Patrick can do the same.
Can do the same. And it would be up to you, Sir Patrick, if you want to add some main points, like instead of highlighting background, maybe put the main goal was to create an open, just so that they have something to read under the functionalities and the Hyperledger integration, or leave it like this. It's completely up to you.
No, in that case, she will explain the background of the system, so can duplicate the slides, and here you can write some, the background part, which is that one, the nice copy of that in the first part, and also duplicate the slide again here, the third one, and here you can have there's that one here. You can have the schema, copy the image, and I don't know, instead of, you can use that one.
Yep.
And as you explain,
great idea.
Yeah, it took about 30 minutes or no more.
That's exactly what you need. Yep.
Effective. Yeah, in my opinion, it's effective.
Yes, I will do it.
Okay.
So that you're okay, Sir Patrick, that's okay? That's good?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. No issues.
Okay, and then next is the live demonstration. So you're up, Jacqueline.
Hi.
Yeah.
So I think for my part, I might also need to share my screen.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I can stop.
Yeah.
I can always stop, and then you can share your screen during the presentation. I just, again, when I'm hosting the PowerPoint, or what, I don't like to leave the PowerPoint. But I have no problem with you testing your computer.
All right. I think everyone's able to share my screen. I'm gonna just quickly go through what I'm gonna talk about so that like other people could discuss their sections and we could like see if there's anything that needs to change. So right now I'm demonstrating the main page of AI FAQ. And as you could see, this is the high-level main function for setting up the large language models. In order to set up the large language models, when we have a configuration file where we define like the specific details of the model, such as what model to use, where are the documents located, what's our host and port, and things like that. And then we set up all the components of the large language models using this configuration file. And then we provide some information to the chatbot, telling it what to do and what's our expectation. And then we'll be able to start our chatbot. So for the specific API, we are using Fast API. And then right now we have implemented a GET request and a POST request. So for the POST request, it will take in the question that we ask and return a response. So right now I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to use the FAQ as a user. So as everything is set up and the documents are loaded in the RT docs, we just run this API file. It takes some time to load, but it is setting everything up for the chatbot to be ready. And now, as you could see that it's running on our designated host and port, it means that this chatbot is ready for questions. So right now I'm going to demonstrate how to ask a question. So as we mentioned, asking a question is a POST request. So we're using this as a simple POST request. And so, for example, if we ask a question like how to install Hyperledger Fabric and we give it to the system, the system will go through all the backend stuff for the large language models, and then it's going to return a response. So this is the response it's returning. And you can see that the content is like, if we're looking up to set up your environment, and then it just shows you what to do. And it also shows you where this information, it's like, how did it reach to this response? How did it figure out the answer? It's from this RTDocs install HTML file. Yeah, so that was basically everything for my section.
Yeah, okay. It's great. It's great, in my opinion. If you want to add something, yeah, can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's also, for example, you can talk that we have two steps. One step is to create, yeah, you can, we will not show that part, but you can talk that we have two steps. The first step is to create a knowledge base using, yeah, in config file using that documents, which is reachable with this URL, and you create and ingest step, you create the knowledge base. Okay, if you want, you can also talk that we are using an on-demand cloud IDE, and in your case, you show that you are using the GPU, hardware. In that case, so you can also talk about that if you want, and other. Yeah, no more. Also, you can ask to people if they have question that wants to ask to the system. And if you see, here is the example, you can talk about the response. It's very, yeah, long text, because there are the response, but also the source of the documents in the same text. you can say something about that we have also the front end. We can add the front end here. For example, we have an old version. Yeah, I mean, it's not ready, but we can also, yeah, not here, but maybe here. No. 1st of July. Okay, that one.
Yeah, definitely show that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, you can say that we have already implemented that part. Here, so we can duplicate and maybe add here, I don't know. And you can change that one. Okay, you have 10 minutes to talk about the code. Yeah, I like your presentation, and if you want, you can add the ingest phase just to talk about that, and also add that you are using the L4 means 24 gigabyte of GPU memory, and we also have the front-end part. Soon we are testing, and soon we'll install the system on cloud. Okay, that's for.
Like modify a little bit, and then I'll talk about the front end part first, and then I'll like stop sharing the slides and then start sharing my screen for the backend interaction.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, now JRAM will take over the presentation at, I guess, innovative features.
Yeah, if you want, I can share my screen again.
Yeah, that's fine. Mine or yours. That's great. Perfect.
Yeah, this is the same because, yeah, in my opinion, the Germ has 5 minutes. In that case, we can decide 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. 5 minutes to talk about the innovative features, which is the RAG. Okay, this is a link of a paper, and also in that case, you can duplicate the slides and click on that. And I don't know, yeah, I think that one can be, yeah, good image to explain that there are a knowledge base, which is, yeah, to explain
Nice.
that one. This is related to the RAG, and also about open source. We have a link related to our system, and yeah, you have to check something like that, because yeah, I don't know, I think it's important to explain that our system is open source, but yeah, it can also add the benefit of the open source. So you can also duplicate that one. Yeah, in 5 minutes you can remove that one. I talk also only about the open source part, explaining that the open source preserve data privacy because you can install locally the system, okay, or in a private cloud, reduce costs because you can, yeah, you don't have license to buy, like flexibility because you can change also the code of the system. You have access to the background system. Okay, so you can develop that part. And the last part is about the memory user reduction. Also in that case, we have a paper. Is that one? Yeah, this image. This is the last slide. No, I think no, that's not that one, but that one. Where we can talk about. Okay, where
Nice.
low rank means that you represent matrix. Matrix is the brick of our data representation. Matrix can be represented. We can also add another very interesting image, low rank, which is that one? Yeah, that one. We use two smaller matrix to represent the bigger one, if you prefer.
Is there a link to that paper in the presentation?
No, but I think that one, no. But it's
No, I'm just for if we show it on the slide,
it's very,
if anybody asks where we got it from, I'd like to say, oh, here's a link.
yeah, but it's
Or if you
easy,
just put the link right on the image, that's fine too.
yeah, also that one, which is raw rank and yeah, the second technique, the Q, low rank. Q is for quantized, means that not use I don't know 64 or 32 byte floating point representation of the number, but use I don't know like 4-bit for each number. Okay, in our background technology is the neural network. Neural network has lots of weights. Each weight is a floating point number. Okay, and if number generally that number is represented using 32 bits. In that case, using the quantized technique, the system use only 4-bit. Okay, this is the just 5 minutes to talk about 3 subtopics.
Okay, so right now
RNG.
there's 3 slides. Do we want one slide per topic for JRAM, or do we want to just animate them so that they first is the LLM, then is the open source, and then is the other technical, low rank technical information?
What you prefer? I don't know.
It's up to JRAM. He's the one who's got to do it.
It's up to JRAM. Yeah, it's the same. And okay, this is my part.
Yep,
I will
it's your turn now.
I think 10 slides with the step-by-step guide to,
and it's always helpful if you can condense your live presentation in a summary before you start, so people who are not so technical kind of know what they're watching.
Okay.
Like say, now I'm going to give you an example of the system from the back end developer's perspective, just so they know what they're watching.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm going to do that. And if you want to show it in slides, like the 10 slides, I think that supports the learning even better.
Okay. And then I think Q&A also is the Q&A part where Arunima is the moderator. So we are available for question in that case. And also,
and did you have sample questions?
If I have a question.
No. You said that you wanted certain questions asked of you at this time. Like if nobody asks a question, what would be a question you'd want someone to ask? Like I can always say, like, so let's open it up to Q&A, and the room goes silent. I'm going to jump in after like 10 seconds and say, I have a question, and I'll ask it, but I need you to give me that question.
Okay, I think
Just
they
put,
have.
see the slide that you're on, the Q&A slide? If you put in the notes a sample question, either I'll ask it or Silky wanted to roll in this, like somebody can ask the question of you if no one asks the first question. Because I find in presentations, no one's going to ask the first question. They're going to wait to ask the second question.
Okay.
So one of the people on the team should ask the first question. If nobody, people might be jumping on with questions. I don't know. But I always like to prompt the questions if none come. So if you just drop a good question in the notes.
Yeah, I think one question could be related to the cost. How
Perfect.
much does it cost? Because if some organization or company will be
Well, and that was another
involved.
point I wanted to make on the slide when you were talking about open source. The speaker can mention something at that point about, we're looking for companies to join us develop this. We're working on the front end right now. We'd love to have input from, it's open source. So this is, everyone's software kind of thing.
Okay, so about the open source and also about costs. Yeah, we can add
perfect. All right,
two
so
questions on.
we'll add the questions on that Q&A slide. And then networking. So do we want to
yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
That it's up to Anshika and Shreya. And what is the main purpose?
Okay, so
of...
the first thing that this is going to be a link dropping event here. So I'm going to have a lot of links ready to drop. Our Discord, our Meetup, our wiki page. Maybe we'll set up a wiki page that has a sign in. And you can walk people through, say, if anybody wants to, get at this information, please join the Linux Foundation. You can walk through how to do that, join the Linux Foundation. I don't think you need to, walk through that. Shreya and Kasha can also talk about the opportunities that, kind of like that open source. If you're, if you think that you can, use this in your enterprise, or you want to start your own AI enterprise around this open source software, please join our team. I'll put a, I'm doing that right now. FAQ AI, I'm going to create a page.
Okay, also in that case, 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. This is my idea, but I don't know if it's we want to extend to 10 minutes.
Well, you see how it goes, I guess. See how how many people are interested. So I just did a sign up sheet on the wiki page, which I'm just going to save. I will work on this to make it look much better to entice people. But basically, I will, like, when they're talking, this is one of the links I'll drop in. Oh, please sign up for our project. Also, if you drop your LinkedIn, so maybe I'll do this, put that page, put a table on it, insert a table. Hold on. This with your name, email, and LinkedIn. So name, email, and LinkedIn profile, and say, oh, please, give us your LinkedIn profile. This way we can send you links to our newsletter, which we'll, create next week after the presentation. That kind of thing, so that everybody has a way to keep in touch. So that when they're talking, and again, and Kasha, if you want me to, you can change this network opportunity slide. So what the purpose of this slide is to basically hook people in. So it's easy to end a presentation and then go away and never talk to us again. And that's not what we want. We want to get something out of this. So the action item is to either join our Discord, join our wiki page. I'll put a link into our on this page that on the sign up page. I will put clear directions to join our Monday meetings. I will try to link to everything I can and put that link in. And any other ideas you may have, and Kasha, to bring to getting networking opportunities, getting people talking, getting people involved, we'd love to hear them. And if you want to go over this slide as you're going to do it, now's your time.
Okay, if
Ooh, I like
someone, yeah, yeah, I also prepared that one, the participant feedback. If someone want to ask, reply, to, answer to that question, are there any advantages to use that system, and what should be improved of the system? Yeah, just the question. In your opinion, are there any
Oh,
further
this is all we
cases?
need. And you can put their emails and their LinkedIn profile, a spot for that on here too. Can you send me that link so I can incorporate that,
Yeah,
so
sure.
that when Ankasha is at that slide, I can drop this into the chat and she can say, oh, look here, just fill this out right now while you're still here on the call, and you'll be getting our newsletter in a few weeks, and it has all information on joining our calls or whatever. That would be great.
Okay, you have it on chat.
Yep, I got it. I'm going to copy the
Okay.
link and I'm going to put it right on that sign up page.
One thing I want to ask.
Excuse me?
One thing I want to ask, like I would be working on the networking opportunities. So, like the slide would be displayed by Jera. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, sure. Just a minute. Now it's fine. Hello, everyone. Am I audible now?
Yeah, now yes.
Yeah, one thing I want to ask, like I will be speaking on the networking opportunities, so the slides would be handled by some another one. Would do I have to show some work that would be related to networking opportunities, or should it would be present in the slides? Like
Are you saying that you want to change the slide to have the networking opportunities? Hold on, let me get to the slide and I'll share my screen and you can.
like I have also prepared a short script, so it would be great if I would share with you or would rehearse with you, so that I would make some improvements on this.
Oh, I shared the wrong screen again. Sorry. I keep doing that today. So I guess it's here. So you want to change, this is your slide to change any way you want. The only thing that I'm going to do right now is that when you're on this slide, I'm going to go to, where did I put it? I'm going to drop this link in the chat while you're talking, and you should encourage the participants to fill this out. But if you have other things to say or other ways to get the networking, feel free to edit this, say whatever you want, do whatever you want on this. I'm just going to drop that participation fill out form while you're talking. Does that make sense?
I just want to make sure that the connect, exchange, and build icon should be encapsulated with our links, like Discord link. Like if I would be talking on the connect, how would we collaborate and share the upcoming opportunities in the AIFAQ project? Then through this connect, I would be ensuring that they are redirected to our community channels like LinkedIn groups, Medium groups, and GitHub repos. This I want to just add this thing.
So if you want links while you're talking to be put in the chat, just leave them in the notes section here, and I will drop them in during this slide. Was that your question?
Yeah, it would be good.
Yeah, so whatever links you want, just leave here in the notes, and I will make sure that they are, when you're talking about them, I'll drop them in the chat.
Yeah, sure. I'll do some sort of modifications which I want to add on. And
No worries.
I have also prepared a script, so should I share with you or?
Yes, please do. I'll stop sharing.
Sure. Yeah. greetings to everyone. I'm thrilled to be here today to discuss our work on the AIFAQ project, and being the AIFAQ mentee, I would want to explore the incredible networking opportunities it presents. As many of you know, AIFAQ is an exciting initiative within Hyperledger Labs aimed at developing a proof of concept LLM chatbot. Our chatbot is designed to assist users by answering questions related to Hyperledger standard documentation, making it an invaluable tool for both newcomers and seasoned developers. So, yeah, networking plays a critical role in the success of the AIFAQ project and beyond. As we continue to develop and refine our chatbot, collaboration and knowledge sharing become important than ever. So here are some amazing opportunities for collaboration that AIFAQ project opens the door to numerous collaboration. Like we could connect with like-minded individuals through our community channels like Discord. Here is the Discord channel where we discuss the upcoming meetups and all the improvements would be going on the AIFAQ project. And front-end developers, like we could also connect with developer team. Here is the developer committee that is showing the overall progress, what is going to be implemented by the developer side. So here is the page of the development committee. So yeah, we encourage everyone here to get involved with the AIFAQ project, and along with that, me being a part of this project, I'm also trying to make sure to introduce a series of medium articles that would help users to engage with us and being a part of this collaborative journey. So yeah, we can accelerate the development of the AIFAQ chatbot by immersive collaboration. Thank you from my side. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep, excellent. And again, when you're saying all those stuff, I will be putting the links in. So just, you can change this network opportunity slide if you want. I'll put a link to, everybody should have this, but I'll just put it in just in case. This is the slideshow. So if you want to, revisit
Sure.
that, change it and put the links in the notes, that's great. I will be supporting you when you're speaking and dropping them in. I do think we're going to run through this one more time if everybody doesn't have an objection to maybe Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever day works best for you, Gianluca. Just to go through it one more time to make sure the slides are all where we want them to be.
Yeah, I don't know when you prefer.
Wednesday's good. Keep it fresh.
Okay.
So we want to meet the same time Wednesday morning, or do we want to just do it tomorrow to give us? Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. Give us one day where we just have
we can try tomorrow. I think I think we can take some 30 minutes today to finish the slide and check tomorrow the same at the same time with using the same link.
Yep.
Bobby and Gianluca, I have classes tomorrow morning, like tomorrow at this time, so I don't think I can make it.
Oh, no problem. You are a good person. You had a good presentation.
Yeah, your slides are solid.
No problem, exactly.
Okay, so run through tomorrow 9 a.m. Same link. If you can make it, great. But just have your slides done. And again, if Gianluca, you could put this on the Discord to see if the people who weren't here today are intending on making it. And Silky will keep you in mind and reach out to you if someone in fact can't make it who signed up.
Sure.
So I will talk to everybody tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, Gianluca, for all your hard work, and everybody. This is going to be so much fun. So get psyched.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Talk soon tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.